Alright, on this video I want to explain to you guys on for those of you that have a Phantom 2 Vision um, and are having trouble with connectivity with their camera, even after binding and doing everything they could to try to get that camera to connect, and still having trouble with it not connecting. I'll explain something that helped me that might help you, which I hope it does. So what you want to do is, first of all, you want to go to your phone and then download. I have an Android, so what you want to do is, even with the iOS, uh, download a Wi-Fi analyzer. Okay, let's find the one I have. Any Wi-Fi analyzer will work. So as long as you have one, uh, you'll be able to do what I'm going to explain to you on this video. Alright, where is it at? Here it is. Okay, let's go to that. So once you download it and everything, go ahead and open it up. Okay, once you do that, go to your Phantom. Only turn on your Phantom. Do not switch on your remote or your extender or nothing. Just your Phantom. Okay? Alright. As you can see here, you got a solid green light on your camera. That is not supposed to be, at first, obviously, when you first start it up and everything, and your extender, once you do this process, it's going to be solid until you get a Wi-Fi connection. So, okay, so what you want to do is get the MAC address off this camera. Okay, because DJI and a lot of people on forums and this and that will tell you these things are plug and play, plug and play. Well, I've tried the plug and play and it didn't work. So, because they say when you bind it, get the MAC code off the box, or use that MAC code right there, or scan it, and that should bind it. Well, trust me, I've done that several times and it didn't work for me. So, okay, solid light, right? Go over here. Let's look for the camera. The way you'll know when you find the camera is, it's right here. Okay, DJI Technology Co. Limited. That's your camera. Get that MAC address, write it down, get the MAC address. Okay, once you write it down, what you want to do is, we'll go to the app now. So we'll go to the DJI app. Somewhere around here. Oh man. Here it is. Okay. Okay. We'll do that. Bam. So, obviously, what you're always going to get is that, right? No matter how many times you bind it, no matter what you do, you're going to get Phantom connection broken. Okay, what the way I'm telling you is it'll fix that. So you go to your settings, go all the way down to binding. Okay? When you go to bind, again, do not put the MAC address or scan that little code off the Phantom. Manually input the MAC address that you wrote down for the camera. Trust me, it'll work. Once you do that, obviously to bind it, then you're going to have to turn this on. So write down your MAC address, turn on your extender, okay? Turn on your RC, okay? Alright, once you do that, you're going to go to binding. You're going to bind the thing. But before you do that, obviously you're going to need to connect it with Wi-Fi. So wait for your Phantom there to show up on the Wi-Fi. Takes a little bit, around 30 seconds, 45 seconds. There it is. So I'll go ahead and connect on that. Go ahead and connect. Okay, it's connecting. Okay, it's connected. Then we'll go back. Green light shows that it's connected. Now you want to go to your settings and go to bind. Okay, when you go to bind, that's when you're going to write down the MAC address for the camera. And then instantly, after you get done binding, instantly look at the light. It's going to start blinking, letting you know that it's connected. Nobody ever pays attention to that little green light. Okay? That green light is identifying, letting you know that it's connected to Wi-Fi. Okay? The other issue I want to address is people with their flyaways. Okay? A lot of people have flyaways because they don't calibrate their GPS. Okay? Everybody says for the safety, just always do it. Always calibrate. Well, I can beg to differ. All you got to do is have patience. Wait for your Phantom and wait for your RC and all that. Wait for it. Wait for it to make proper connection. Okay? These lights, pay attention to these lights. Okay? So the two red flashes, it just means that I don't have enough satellites to fly if I wanted to. I'll show you. See, my camera's working, so I'm gonna show you guys. See that? I only got 4 or 5 satellites. That's what the two red blinking lights mean. So, but I want to show you guys this. So, say you've already had issues with flyaways. Let's go here. I'm sorry. You're gonna go back to settings. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. All the time prior to flying, before you take off, always go down here, scroll down on your settings, and go find my Phantom. That's going to tell you where your last GPS was and or where you're currently at, if it calibrated correctly. Okay? See that point? That's where I was last at. So I definitely don't want to use that. I don't want to say, because I'm at home right now. So I definitely don't want to just fly it right now, because if I lose signal, it's automatically going to want to go home to that point when I'm way over here. I'm right here. So instantly, if I lose connection, it's going to want to fly. It's going to want to fly back to that point. It's going to want to fly back over here. So we don't want to do that. See that? That's the distance there. That's a couple miles. If anything, it'll end up in someone's place of business or in the river. So the reason it's not getting satellite is because I obviously modified my antennas. So it's not really receiving it's not letting it do its little thing. So I got this antenna here for my RC, and I got this one here for my antenna. So let me see if I could show you guys here what I'm talking about. Connect this. I'll just connect my little antenna here for my RC. Okay, so that's what what it would do if I was gonna fly. So I want to try to let it see if it gains signal. So let's go back. Okay, let's see that. See how it's blinking? Now it's ready to fly. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, I got 6. 6 is good enough. Okay, but obviously theoretically you want 7 or above. But because it's 6, it'll let me fly. So, let's go back. Always pay attention to your satellites. Let's go to find my Phantom again. Okay, bam. Look where it's at now. That's exactly where I'm at. You always want to know, you always want to pay attention to not only your home place with the GPS on your phone, but your home where it's pinned at. Where that pin there indicates your phantom. Always double check that prior to flying, because if you don't, you're not 100% guaranteed that that home point is now where you're at. Because remember, the last time the home point was way over here, okay? So you don't have to always recalibrate. Obviously, as you've seen, I didn't recalibrate it. I just made sure that I had enough satellites. So I hooked up my antenna, came over here to my camera, or to the app if you want to call it that, whatever. And as long as I got satellite connection, let it do its thing. Okay, let it do its little hoopla. Once it's done and you can see the the Phantom is ready. Always, I can't stress it enough. Always go to your settings and find my Phantom. And you will see that it's right there. It's right there, right here in my house. Hopefully this helped you. If you guys have any questions regarding the GPS and or the camera, if you guys are not understanding the fact that you need for the camera, if you need a Wi-Fi analyzer, any Wi-Fi analyzer will help as long as you're able to see the MAC addresses. Okay, because here's this one right here. This is my Phantom right here. So you don't want to use that. That's why you don't want to have your Phantom turned on, because that's the wrong MAC address. Okay. And this is the one that's connected. So this one and this one, they're identical. They're the same. This one here, that doesn't say nothing, just has 3 stars and then the MAC address. This one's the camera. But it's always recommended that you have the RC, the remote, turned off, so you don't get confused. So RC turned off, Phantom on, camera on, and this one you will see. That's the only one you want to write down. Okie dokie. So let me know. Give me comments. You can do whatever you want.